Alrighty, guys, it is 3:30 this Wednesday, April 22nd, and look at this market go. The ES is kind of stagnant, stalled, stuck in a range. Not much happening on that guy. It's been range bound all day. Very difficult to trade the ES. Nasdaq has been a lot better. Range it has been trending pretty good when it moves. It hasn't been too sloppy. It was a period of sloppiness here going into the 1 o'clock hour, but after 1 o'clock, it'll pop, the rotation down, up, down. Um, Staying on the long side is paid off. In other words, buying the weakness when it happens. Rotations up. I took a couple of trades early on this morning. I can show you those. We're back here. It was after that initial run up here. First short at the CD switch. And then, of course, the retest, tried to retest short. That was a bigger trade. And since then, I haven't really traded it. We ended up in this sloppy area, and I kind of stepped away all this range bound stuff. Now, this range bound stuff is very much tradable. It's just that eventually you're going to break out and you're going to be in a losing trade. So you just have to manage your loss there on that last trade, or stop when you're up a little bit and see how far they're going to take it. Yeah, see, you don't get caught in too big of a trade. But I would say we are still range bound. I would keep the bias to the upside. ES primarily range bound. I would favor buying weakness on the ES against the 71.45s and the 30s onto the 20s, rotations up. Selling against the 71.65s, definitely an opportunity. It's been a pretty good edge created there. I mean, that's kind of the starting point for the ES going into the overnight. It's a range bound. Nasdaq stay on the long side. These guys are in price discovery. They're actually going nuts, heading high. They took out the highs. They have not looked back. They have not got the reverse retest of the 26,900. Now I would look to buy against the 960s and the 900s for rotations up. We're not going to be very aggressive on the short side on the Nasdaq at this point. You can take short trades on the Nasdaq. You have to be mindful that you have to be close to an edge and be prepared to, if it keeps going, we get run over. So that's what we are. That's why we are on these two. And we had a 20-year auction today. That was the bit of activity started happening after that. On the bond market, you can see we had a little reaction there and then traded up, but no continuation to the upside. It has popped a little bit and it's went sideways. So I did not try to trade it. I was looking for them to start heading higher, maybe retrace the range, but it wasn't going to happen. So I kind of left it at that. And no other trades on the cryptos. I just took it. Kind of was like you had a few trades early on this morning. One silver trade, which I got low ticked on. You can see that right there. It knocked me out right at the low, and then a big rally. Very frustrating. On gold, I had a couple of more trades, and also I had one trade on gold. That was also that was just a loser. And then I had a trade on the Bitcoin, which was a small winner. Decent trade early on here. I bought this pullback and then got out on the top end of the channel. If you look at this go after that, they keep going for sure. So a pretty good move to the upside on that one. But anyway, so that's the Bitcoin trade. Looking at the back to the ES and the Nasdaq, and as I said, it's starting off range bound. ICE is still to the upside. Nasdaq starting from the long side, but that's kind of where we are. So we'll wrap it there for now, guys. For tomorrow, we have a little bit of news. I think we have jobless claims, Chicago Fed National Activity Index, PMI Composite, 945. And we have a Kansas City Fed Manufacturing at 11. So at 8:30, 9:45, and 11, we have news tomorrow. Alrighty, guys. That's about it. So we'll wrap it there for now. I'll see you back in the morning. You have a great evening. Alrighty, guys, later.